Howdy, all you collector car fans out there. This is once again Jason, the owner and founder of Southern Bush Motorsports. So here's the tales from the bush that we have for you today. When to make the call. It's a tough call. It's a really hard call. So this first car you're going to look at is a 1970 446 back pistol grip 4-speed Challenger Dodge. The numbers on it, cool. The fact of what it is, cool. But there's a decision that needs to be made here. And it's a really tough call. And I'm hoping that this will reach future generations. So this car is 100% numbers matching from front to back. It's an unrestored, untouched car. But stuff's been done to it. Over the years, people have put this in it, put floor pans in it, put this in it, put that in it. And it's kind of a rat's nest. And as you look at these pictures, look at them carefully. I know they're crappy pictures. What can I tell you? It was 20 years ago with digital cameras that barely came out. When do you make the call of, is it worth restoring this car or not? Like I said, this is a 1970 446 pack Challenger pistol grip 4-speed. And the craziest part is, if I remember right, this wasn't even an RT car, but it had all that stuff. And she's rough, but she's complete. She's numbers matching. She's not a rust bucket. It didn't look like it, but a lot of work had been done to the car. The whole point of this Tales from the Bush is when to make that tough call of when you're trying to buy a car that needs to be restored. You're looking at how much the car is for the initial purchase price and how much it's cost going to restore it, and the fact that you're going to lose that car for 2 to 3 years, and all the parts and labors go into it, the restoration costs and all that stuff, fixing everybody else's screw ups. How much are you going to have into that car once it's restored? So here's where the problem lies with this car. Again, 1970 446 pack Challenger pistol grip shifter. Those floor pans are put in wrong. Those are going to need to be replaced. Guy wants $85,000 for this car. Think about that for a sec. This guy wanted $85,000 for this car. Now, by all means, he should ask that kind of money for this car, because where else are you going to find this car completely unrestored, kind of partially unrestored? Look at that floor pan. That is totally done wrong. That was done by like hackers. Oh my God. So that car is going to need to come apart, completely come apart, dunked in acid, and started from the beginning. You're looking at 75 grand to restore this car. And the guy wants 80 grand for the car. There's that fine line. Man, there's that fine line on, can it be done? Is it worth it? Do you want the car this bad? Or if you're doing it for money, financially, is it worth it? In some situations, it's a really crappy call, which is why I picked these two cars. Hopefully future generations will see this stuff. You know, us old coots, God, that's a really crappy call, man. You know, 80 grand for this car as it sits, and like I said, the guy should be asking this kind of money for it because, wow, numbers matching 446 back pistol grip 4-speed Challenger, and it's not even an RT. All numbers matching. Everybody's going to say it has to be an RT. It's 446 back. No, there was options to not have the RT package. It was a stupid option because you really needed that Dana rear end. You're going to blow things out, but no, this car did not have a Dana rear end. It had an 8 3/4 rear end. Yeah, that kind of looks like a Dana rear end from the back of that, but you know, I'm going with what I got, what was sent to me, and this car actually would start up and drive. You know, parking lot drive, but it would drive. So that's the call. When do you make that call? So here's the real numbers on it. You're going to pay $80,000 for this car. You're going to need a restoration shop that's really good at what they do, that's experienced with high-end cars, because this is a high-end car. Make no mistake. This is a high-end car. So then you got all the parts, the labor, the fact that you're going to lose this car for 2-3 years. You know, most shops are going to be 2-3 years. If you find the right shop that can do this. Do you put NOS parts into this thing? Do you want to do it? It is a numbers matching car, and it's a pistol grip 4-speed car, so it's worth doing this car right. But you're gonna have $75,000 in the restoration. So now you're into this car for $140,000, and you got to wait 3 years. So you're really testing the market. You're gonna have 130. Let's be generous. 130 grand into this car. In 3 years from now, is this car going to be worth more than 130 grand? If you're just restoring it for yourself, do it. It's a tough call, but you should probably do it. If you can do a lot of the restoration work yourself, do it. You can't replace this car. It's a numbers matching 446 back pistol grip 4-speed Challenger, and it's got a specialty factor to it that it's not an RT. But good God, that is a really crappy call. I mean, look at that interior. Nothing has ever been done to that car. And you can kind of see a little bit of it yet. That was an original plum crazy purple car. Somebody painted it red with, it almost looked like spray cans. But that's a plum crazy purple car, black interior. You can see a little bit of the purple paint on the floorboard there, on the kick panel. I don't know, man. It's a really, really tough call. I mean, I know the guy wanted $80,000 for this car, and to him, he should get that because it's worth it. But you, as the buyer, 3 years from now, you're under this for 130 grand. Is it going to be worth it? I don't know. Now we're getting into the second Challenger that I wanted to present in this Tales from the Bush. That is a 1970 3-3 Challenger SE. That's it. Nothing to it. 1970 3-3 Challenger SE. You can see the back small soprano window. That's where the SE comes in case anybody knows, that smaller back window. It was part of the SE. Super solid car. This car actually runs and drives. This guy was driving this back and forth to work. So when this car is done and restored, what's it going to be worth? You have to make. That's what the almost impossible call you have to make. Do you restore this car or not? It is a 1970 Challenger 383 non-RT SE car, special edition, and everything's there. It's an all numbers matching car. It's a really cool car, actually. But do you restore it? Well, for what the guy's asking for, again, same situation. You're going to lose the car for 2 to 3 years. At the end of the day, this particular car, I would not put the money into it. I would, drive around the yard and have fun with it, show all your friends with it, but I wouldn't. It's not even look at that. It's just got a mile per hour gauge, no RPM gauges, nothing special about this car. Slapstick shifter, nothing special. Would I restore this car and put the money and time into it? Me personally, no, because at the end of the day, if I was in trouble, I needed to feed my family, I didn't want to sell my house, I had to sell my car. Yeah, it's an AC car. But am I going to get my money out of this car? No. If you put all that time and money into the restoration of this car, you're not going to get out of it. I mean, it was a pretty solid car. Look at that trunk. Pretty decent. A little scrapey, but that trunk could be saved. Over there. Extensions right there. Everything's pretty good. But, this is things that hopefully future generations are watching this video. I wouldn't save this car. I would save the 446 pack Challenger before, but I wouldn't save this car. I'd keep this car around for nostalgic reasons, but I don't think I would put the money into this car to restore it. But if you're really stuck on restoring this car, if you did it carefully and you bought parts cheap and you did a lot of the work yourself, you could get out of it okay. If you needed to resell it, you could probably break even. But personally, I would not buy this car to go into it thinking that you're going to make money. Because it's not a super desirable car. It's a really cool car, but it's not super desirable. And that's what this whole Tales from the Bush was, is it's a really tough decision on when somebody's asking a lot of money for a car. And, if they got a cool car, they should ask a lot of money for it. But because you have to pay that money, and you have your restoration costs, and the time that you're going to have losing that car, is it worth it? And at the end of the day, you're going to end up with a beautiful car that you've got a ton of money in. Is it going to be worth it to restore that car? Now, if you're buying this car because it's a nostalgic reason where, you know, your dad had a car exactly like this, you wanted to honor, or your mom had it, whatever, you know, forget about everything I'm saying. Just restore the thing. If you get it, money out of it when you sell it, whatever. Would this be a cool car to drive around? Trust me, you can go to one of these car meets in the future where all like got all these turbochargers and all that stuff. You pull up with this car, trust me, you're gonna turn some friggin' heads. So are you gonna be pissing your money away? Nah, I mean, you'll probably get out of it. Just be careful on the restoration cost and stuff. Keep it under 80 grand, 70 grand. But this car, they only made so many of these cars. At the end of the day, all I can tell you is that they only made so many of these cars, and these cars are worth restoring no matter what, but it's what your wallet tells you that you can do. I think this car is crazy cool because it's not an RT, it's just an SE, plain SE. Well, I really appreciate you coming out, and thanks for checking on our Tales from the Bush. Please like and subscribe, and anything can help out with the Patreon page really helps out a lot. Thank you.